don't open this box to see what's inside. If this box is unopened, you will be able to see me again.
I will never open this box. I will very definitely come back to you very soon.
The Tale of Vibot and the Dragon's Daughter, a story. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Vibot who was a fisherman living by the sea. Every single day, he would go out to the river or the sea to catch fish, which he then sold at the local market to earn money and sustain his daily living expenses. One afternoon, he went fishing as usual, when he unexpectedly saw a group of children suddenly laughing joyfully and playing nearby in the park and having fun as they held a small turtle, swung it back and forth, and hit its shell with a stick. Vibot felt pity for the small turtle and asked the children to release it.
Kids, don't play with the turtle like that. The little turtle is very terrified. Give it to me and I'll release it back into the ocean. Okay, brother.
The children were sad that they had to stop playing, but they agreed to give the turtle to Vibot. Then Vibot very carefully, thoroughly, and meticulously inspected the turtle. He was surprised to see the turtle's shell shining unlike any normal turtle.
Am I really actually seeing things right? I just saw a light indeed shining from this turtle a moment ago. Never mind, please. The ocean is your home and always will be. I will release you back to your home.
Finally, he gently placed the little turtle on the shore near the water. The little turtle quickly approached the waves. The little turtle looked at Vibot and nodded its head as a thank you. The next day, Vibot went out fishing once more again. He whispered softly and quietly to himself,
Please, please let me have some really good luck for today.
When he was about to throw the fishing net in the water, a giant turtle suddenly appeared out of nowhere and nodded majestically in respect to Vibot. It then said,
Greetings, young and promising man. I am here to express my gratitude for your quick and thoughtful actions in saving the little turtle yesterday. I truly appreciate your kindness. My master, the Dragon King, has ordered me to escort you to the palace. Because he really wants to indeed personally and sincerely thank you very much truly. Please, if you would kindly get on my back, please, if you would. Yes, indeed, certainly.
Vibot was shocked and amazed. He got off his boat and carefully rode on the turtle's back. The turtle, with great care, brought Vibot underwater. During the journey, Vibot saw many unusual, colorful, and diverse fish and vibrant plants around him in the vast ocean that surrounded him as he traveled.
Thinking, wow, they're beautiful. I'm truly satisfied just seeing this once in my life, and I'm incredibly, absolutely grateful. Mr. Turtle, when, dear Mr. Turtle, will we kindly perhaps please arrive at the Dragon Palace? We're almost there, just a little bit more. We'll arrive very soon. Young man.
After a brief pause, a moment later, they found themselves on the vast and expansive ocean floors, surrounded by majestic, towering, and mysterious mountains. In front of those mountains stands the palace of the Dragon King. Finally, he reached the throne of the Dragon King. The Dragon King was sitting in front of Vibot. Vibot knelt in respect to the king.
Greetings, Your Majesty, the Dragon King. Good indeed, such a very young man. I sincerely ask to bring you here to truly and deeply thank you for saving my daughter's life.
Then the princess arrived gracefully and elegantly, with a gentle and warm smile and a sparkle in her eyes, and said, I am the little turtle that you saved from the children. Vibot was indeed absolutely frozen and truly utterly speechless from the sheer beauty of the princess. the Dragon King asked his daughter to show Vibot around the palace.
Daughter, kindly escort this young man on a detailed tour of the palace, showing him the various rooms.
Yes, my dear father, indeed. While walking around the palace, the princess said to Vibot, I have never ever left the palace, but because I really wanted to see the people on land, I transformed into a small turtle and swam to your area. But while I was unexpectedly traveling along the shore, a group of children captured me as a toy. If you hadn't saved me then, I would have lost my life.
How can I possibly just stand and absolutely do nothing at all in that situation? It is truly my great honor and privilege to save you.
You are a good person. Oh, I forgot. You must be hungry after the long journey. The princess waved her hand. Then a sumptuous and lavish feast, delicious and mouth-watering, appeared on the table. After finishing her meal, the young and curious princess gracefully continued to show Vibot, her robotic companion, around the vast and magnificent palace. They reached a huge window. Vibot stared at the spring farm through the window with a calm and thoughtful demeanor as the gentle breeze swayed the crops. However, he observed with surprise that the wheat, which had been a vibrant green just moments before, suddenly transformed. The weather changed from spring to a rainy season in an unexpectedly swift and sudden transition, in a surprisingly rapid manner. Vibot thought to himself,
Thinking, all 4 seasons happened in such a short time. This is incredibly amazing.
Time passed by, and Vibot lived happily in the underwater palace. The princess had taken Vibot as her beloved, loyal, and devoted, faithful husband. But one day, Vibot looked back at the memories of his boat, of when he took the fish out from the fishing net, and of his poor mother and friends in the village.
I often find myself wondering how my dear mother is doing. She must be extremely worried, probably since I left like this, after all, considering everything.
Observing Vibot deep in thought, the princess, with a curious and gentle tone, inquired of him, seeking to understand what was on his mind at that moment. What are you doing right now, dear? You seem a little bit worried. We are indeed definitely married. If you have absolutely any problems, you can definitely talk to me.
It's really nothing, dear. I just miss my mother and my hometown. I was thinking deeply and seriously about going on land to see her and contemplating perhaps tomorrow or the day after. I miss her very much.
It's no problem for me if you want to go on land. But please bring this with you. The princess gave a lovely, beautiful golden box to Vibot. Please, I sincerely request you, don't open this box. If this box is unopened, you will be able to come see me again. Vibot gently and lovingly caressed her cheeks and promised her,
I will never open this box. I will come back to you soon.
He left the palace after saying goodbye to the Dragon King in a respectful manner and with a heavy heart, with a sense of duty. Vibot rode on the turtle's back and traveled to his hometown. After leaving the palace, he passed by many things in the ocean and encountered a variety of fascinating creatures, and finally arrived on the water surface. He saw his hometown again.
Finally, I have once more returned to my beloved hometown. Thank you, Mr. Turtle, for bringing me here. No problem, certainly, Your Highness. Your request is acknowledged. I shall definitely go back now, without any further delay.
The majestic giant turtle slowly and majestically returned to the ocean.
Goodbye, Mr. Turtle.
Vibot swiftly and hurriedly ran across the shore to his village. But everything has already changed. Only the mountain range behind the village remained the same. The roads and houses are all different. He walked slowly and carefully to his house, only to find, surprisingly and unexpectedly, to his utter disbelief and shock, that it's not there. It was a different house that he had never seen before. There was a lady walking across the area. Vibot approached her and asked politely if she could help him with something, perhaps a small favor.
Ma'am, I want to ask something. Is this the place where Vibot used to live?
The lady looked at Vibot with a slightly bewildered and puzzled expression, clearly confused and unsure. Oh, are you talking about that one particular house over there you know? That house was deteriorated many years ago. When I was younger, I remember vividly, my grandfather fondly told me a fascinating story that had been carefully and lovingly passed down through generations from his father. The story was about a young boy named Vibot who mysteriously disappeared from home and never returned. Only his boat was found, so all the villagers thought that he was mysteriously eaten by some sea creatures. Perhaps mysteriously. After hearing that, Vibot gratefully thanked the kind lady and then slowly headed back to the vast, beautiful ocean. Vibot stared, gazing thoughtfully at the vast, endless ocean, and pondered deeply to himself, reflecting on the mysteries of the sea.
How long have I been living in the underwater palace for what seems like an incredibly long and unending time? I often find myself pondering, why am I still young?
He felt deeply sorrowful with a heavy heart and stared at the golden box in his hand as if it held the weight of the world. Vibot forgot his wife's word and opened the box carefully and gently. At the moment, a white fog appeared, and Vibot turned into an old man.
What exactly is happening? Why am I suddenly turning into an old man, and so quickly like this? I wonder what is happening.
At that moment, he heard the princess's voice from the ocean. Dear, you cannot open this box, please. Understand this, okay? I have preserved your life in this box for you to stay young. But you forgot your promise with me. Now, I would like to say goodbye to you.
Dear, please forgive me. I was wrong.
From that moment on, the old man Vibot only heard the sounds of ocean waves ever since.